Ladies and gentlemen, your sweet Zionist prince, white colonizer, tall, the traveling clack, coming to you live from an undisclosed location. We are going to react to some content from Bibi Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, saying thank you to Trump for hosting him in America. Let's take a look.
I want to thank President Trump for his unwavering support for Israel. During my recent visit to Washington, I said that Donald Trump is the greatest friend that Israel has ever had in the White House. And President Trump shows that friendship each and every day. He has shown it through his visionary plan for Gaza. This is a plan which Israel fully supports. He's shown it by sending us all the munitions that were being held up. This way, he's giving it.
Somebody pull up the AI image of Bibi and Trump sunbathing in Trump's Gaza.
Israel the tools we need to finish the job against Iran's terror axis. And he has shown it by fully backing Israel and putting the pressure to release the hostages where it truly belongs, on Hamas. Israel has accepted President Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff's plan to extend the temporary ceasefire by 50 days. During that time, we can discuss the conditions for a permanent ceasefire that will end the war in Gaza. In Witkoff's plan, half of the hostages would be released right away, and the remaining half would be released if we reach an agreement on a permanent ceasefire. Again, Israel has accepted this plan, I accepted this plan, but so far, Hamas has rejected it. Hamas had also put forward positions for a permanent ceasefire that are totally unacceptable. Israel has decided to stop letting goods and supplies into Gaza, something we've done for the past 42 days. We've done that because Hamas steals the supplies and prevents the people of Gaza from getting them. It uses these supplies to finance its terror machine, which is aimed directly at Israel and our civilians, and this we cannot accept. We will take further steps if Hamas continues to hold our hostages. And throughout this, Israel knows that America and President Trump have our back. Thank you again, President Trump. Thank you for all you're doing to return our hostages, bolster our security, and provide a future of prosperity and peace for all the peoples of the Middle East.
So like we spoke about the other day, ceasefire is pretty much null and void now. Ramadan is upon us. The Arabs, the Muslims in the world are going to start doing crazy shit as they have been. There's been a terrorist attack in Germany. There was a Druze person who stabbed people in Israel yesterday. Ramadan, Islamic Hamas influenced, even though he was Druze. But yes, the core of that was Islamic extremism, unfortunately. This is the vision. This is what happens when Ramadan is upon us. Now, it's to be seen, because I think there's a lot of pressure on Hamas right now. They're feeling the burn. And Israel's obviously under pressure as well, because Passover is coming up. Soldiers don't want to go and fight during Passover. It's been we're getting towards this is going to be our third Passover fighting. And it takes a large toll. It takes a large toll on people. So you can see that there's a conceded effort by Bibi Netanyahu to try to push this off for longer. All the cards are in our favor, except the one terrible thing, which is the hostages being released. Other than that, all the cards are in our favor at the moment. If we go back to fighting, it's unfettered access to weapons, unfettered access to do whatever needs to be done in Gaza and to be more aggressive, which honestly will probably help to try to quell the Hamas ideology. And I can't even say it's an army at this point, but the Hamas terrorist group and its ideology as far as we can. We're waiting. We're waiting with bated breaths to see what happens now. All of us, I think it's the whole world. It's to be seen what's going to happen. One misstep on Hamas's end, and it looks like we'll be back in the war. But right now, it seems like there's some negotiations happening behind the table, something under the table that we don't see, that we don't have access to. And I'm very, very curious to what these conversations actually entail. I believe there was a delegation sent to Cairo to renegotiate the deal on the behalf of Israel. And yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I really don't. We talked about this in the other video about Hamas interested in potentially stepping down from power, but still staying as an armed resistance group in Israel and in Gaza, which I don't really know how it makes a lot of sense to still tolerate that, because it'll still be a win for them and they'll still parade it. And it's not like the Palestinian Authority is any better. They're basically Hamas adjacent. So yeah, it's really, I wish I could give more compelling analysis on this, but there's not much to be said other than we got to wait and we got to watch. And I appreciate you guys all supporting my content and watching. I'll see you in the next one. I love you a long time. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.